like that.
Guys, Junior just asked right now if we think that the mosaic covered the whole floor. And I can tell you, we don't think, I know that it's covered the whole floor. This is the most important house in the village. If you find a little bit of mosaic, you can know how it looks like. Nobody had like mud on the floor in the night. So it's either stones or either mosaic, and if we see like unpavement ground, we know it's a mosaic. Over here they digged under there was another part of mosaic over here. This is where they found few coins from the 1st century BC. This is what the date is synagogue. It's clay. Because the most important, I think, part of being and seeing this synagogue, I want to tell you something about it. It'll be like anybody any questions by the way about anything we see?
So here's the scripture to the says that when John had been arrested, okay. Now when he heard that John had been arrested, he withdrew into Galilee. Leaving Nazareth, he went and lived in Capernaum by the sea, in the territory of Zebulun and Naphtali, so that what might be spoken by the prophet would be fulfilled. And then he called his first disciples on the shores of the Galilee, but here's Matthew 4:23. And he went throughout all Galilee, teaching in their synagogues and proclaiming the gospel of the kingdom, healing every disease and every affliction among the people. So his fame spread throughout all Syria, which is
One day walking east.
right. And they brought all the sick and those afflicted with various diseases, those oppressed by demons, those having seizures, paralytics, and he healed them. And great crowds followed him from Galilee and the Decapolis, and from Jerusalem and Judea, and from beyond the Jordan. So we are sure this is what year generally do we put on the synagogue here?
Estimate like 50 years before the Jesus was born.
Okay.
And by the way,
So-
you said that from the Decapolis, this is where we're going. Susita is the Decapolis. This is where we're going.
So there would be no doubt. This is a major city. This is a major synagogue.
No
There
doubt.
would be no doubt that Jesus stood in this synagogue right here.
No doubt.
We need to. Hey, Junior, you're the video guy today.
I actually need to you want to use my phone?
Yeah, we can't. We can't. And you can your job.
If you don't need my password.
This is the oldest synagogue in the Bible,
No.
Bible history.
Well, I don't think you need a password for a camera. Just click on the camera.
But what is the code?
I'll text it to you.
Okay. Yeah. Hey guys, sitting here in Magdala, which is an ancient city of the Sea of Galilee, and this is again our guide Tom Doro. See, I pronounced that right this time? Awesome. Better? It always comes out with a West Texas accent. I don't know what to tell you. So we've been touring around an ancient dig, and I'd like Tom to just give you a brief history of how this was discovered and kind of the things that he's been sharing with us in terms of this area right here.
Okay, so it's actually a perfect place where we are right now. I can, because behind you, you have the photos. Like, take a look. In 2006, this is where we are right now, yeah? Here. See that field? That field is where we're sitting right now. This land was purchased by the Catholic Mexican Church, and they just purchased the land and they start to think about how to make this beautiful hotel that's just behind us. So, 2006, they're going to start to dig around the hotel. and the discoveries we start from 2009. You're going to see they discovered the synagogue, they discovered the other parts of Magdala. Again, every discovery was amazing, but the most amazing discovery, we talked about it, guys, is over here where Clay just sitting right now. Okay, that stone.
Come back to us.
That stone, and behind them again, it's not this is the outside wall, yeah, and this is the entrance to synagogue. Not just the synagogue. We talked a lot about like synagogues in that time, or the time of Jesus. Most of the synagogues that we found, not most of them, take out one synagogue that in Masada, in the middle of the desert. All of the synagogues in the Galilee are from the 4th century, 5th century, and maybe 3rd century. Okay, talking about 300 years after Jesus, because in time of Jesus, the Jews don't really use synagogues in the way that we use today, where they didn't gather and pray every day in the synagogue because they pray alone. You gather 3 times a year in the temple. In the moment that the temple was destroyed, we see more and more Jews, basically Jews start gathering in the synagogue in order to replace the temple. But when we open the Bible, we see all the time that Jesus teach in the synagogue, doing miracles in the synagogue.